you will feel the turning point, because even your person can lose their cool. They can realize that something big is happening, the tower is going down, the devilish cycle is about to be over. You have to push through. It's necessary, because this will give you relief. Otherwise, if you settle for a situation like this one, it's almost as if you can settle for a cycle of struggles that can become even overwhelming, more and more overwhelming down the road. Why should you do that? If you are seeing this tarot reading, this is what's coming towards you in the next 48 hours. You have the Chariot, the Nine of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Tower, the Six of Wands, and the Three of Cups. Guidance for you, Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, and the Ten of Wands. There can be an overwhelming cycle that can finally face a closing point. I feel that some of you can have the opportunity to leave behind a person of interest that has been a source of issues in your life in the recent past. Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, unfinished business between you and this person. The final word is going to be said thanks to the Tower. And the opportunity to move on can give you relief. It can almost make you happy. Chariot, Nine of Cups, then Six of Wands and the Three of Cups. We are going to investigate the Three of Cups. The energy is always one that should be put in perspective, because it can be about a lighter touch, so the opportunity to celebrate, but it can also describe a connection a little bit too casual, or a situation influenced by interferences from the outside. So try to put the energy in perspective according to the situation that you have been experiencing so far. I feel that the relief that can come to you once you make the decision to leave this person behind can offer you the opportunity to celebrate, because it's like a brand new chapter can begin for you without the burdens, the struggles related to the situation with someone that didn't play a positive role in your life. I will not argue with the fact that this connection maybe was super powerful, but it is also fair to say that it was a problematic connection for some reason. Let's pull some tea leaves. Let's see what factors can play a role in this situation. The Seven of Wands can be a brave stand. It can be your decision to stand up for yourself, your decision to avoid to give this person another chance. At the same time, though, they can try to hold on to you for their life, and they can try to avoid the fall of the tower. This seems to be impossible. The tower is going to fall. Why? Because the foundations of this connection are not strong enough. This one can be, at least for some of you, a physical connection. And now you can realize that the situation is not really your cup of tea. We got the rose. Romance is in the air. Maybe it was. Your person of interest can try to say that it is still the case. The two of you are meant to be together. You can be soulmates. Maybe. But if the connection doesn't work, the fact that the two of you can be soulmates doesn't mean anything. Sorry, not sorry. So, evaluate what your person of interest can try to say in order to convince you to give this connection another chance. Think carefully about that. or think carefully before you do that. Then we go to the club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Even better than my English. Your person can try to make some problems or to cause some problems. Then we go to the parrot. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. This is a tricky oracle card if we follow the Three of Cups and if we think about a connection, the one between you and your person of interest, challenged by interferences, so let's say betrayals, third-party situations. A connection super passionate but maybe way too superficial. And maybe you didn't or don't like that. Then we go to the crown. Honor and respect will come to you. Two virtues, honor and respect, that you have always wanted to see manifested in this connection, but it was not possible. So now, if you want them, you may have to move on from this situation. It doesn't have to be an easy choice, but it can be easier than it seems. If the connection doesn't work, if it is a problem, if it is overwhelming, it's about time to move on. And then we got the elephant. A long journey, which can be the case if we follow the Wheel of Fortune, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. You can be wiser than your person, but they can try to play smart by using the physical side of the connection as a catalyst, as a temptation, so that you can decide to stay in the connection like the problems do not exist. Not sure about that. I feel that not only you can see the problems, but you are also tired of them, fed up with the overall situation. Let's find out more about a couple of energies. I want to investigate the Chariot first. Energy about success, but also energy about a positive progression if we think about the future. Maybe you thought that this connection was going places, but at some point you saw the reality and it was way different from your expectations. Two of Cups. If you want it, you may have to move on. I do not want to sound harsh. It is what it is. This connection has huge issues, huge problems. Love with the capital L, the Two of Cups energy, the chance to grow together with a special person, is a completely different ball game. And I am sure that you already know that. Your person maybe, not really. It's their problem, not yours. I am curious about the Seven of Wands and the Tower. Let's go for the Seven of Wands first. Strength card. Matter of trust and patience. Maybe you do not trust the connection anymore. Maybe you do not have any more patience for your person and for this connection. Then you will have to resist the temptation represented by the devilish cycle. Maybe you and your person clicked during your connection. Maybe the physical side of the situation was good. It is not enough. For you at least. If your person tries to hold you back, they are going to fail. Tower. What about it? Ten of Pentacles. There is no future. There is no future. The Ten of Pentacles is about legacy, plans for the future. This can be what you want. The foundations of this connection cannot be trusted. We cannot go all the way. The Tower is going to fall sooner. What about the Three of Cups? Judgment. This is a realization, so allow me to be straightforward. If we think about a connection challenged by interferences, betrayals, third-party situations, there is clarity about that. The cycle is not going to change because your person of interest is not going to change. Even if you thought that there was love available in this connection, it is not the case anymore. So it can be time for you to make a final decision about this connection and move forward. If instead we think about the opportunity to end a problematic connection, the chance for you to move on, 6 of Wands, so you can become the warrior that leaves behind the battlefield in order to move forward and collect well-deserved rewards in the future. This can give you relief, it can be a reason to celebrate, and there can be clarity about that, thanks to the Judgment, which, by the way, together with the Strength card and the Hermit for me, it's one of the best possible energy to handle the Devil one. So you can be in a good position if we think about the level of clarity that can serve you well in order for you to make the best possible decision about what comes next. Then let me see the Devil, which is the 6 of Wands, recurrent energy. This is the confirmation that we needed. It's necessary for those of you that can resonate to power through the finish line, power through the final challenge that this connection can present to your attention. You can overcome the test, you can leave the battlefield behind. It's time. Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is going to spin faster and faster, meaning that the circumstances are going to pick up the pace. You will feel that. You will feel the turning point, because even your person can lose their cool. They can realize that something big is happening. The tower is going down. The devilish cycle is about to be over. You have to push through. It's necessary, because this will give you relief, which is well deserved. 4 of Wands, bottom of the smaller deck. The energy follows the 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. This can be a spiritual partnership, a soulful partnership for me, 11-11 card for a lot of readers. This can be a soul-to-soul connection. Now we can say that. 2 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Devil, the Judgment, by the way, blast from the past, maybe a past life connection as well. 4 of Wands. The connection has been powerful. You felt it. Your person felt it. Unfortunately, it was not possible to meet each other halfway positively. So if you want to build for the future, you have to grant in your own favor the chance to find someone that is truly on the same page. Otherwise, if you settle for a situation like this one, it's almost as if you can settle for a cycle of struggles that can become even overwhelming, more and more overwhelming down the road. Why should you do that? Pivotal moment coming up. I feel that you are going to be fine, but this is going to be a test nonetheless for you. You can pass it with flying colors, I want to repeat myself, but you will have to give your absolute best. You can do that. Alright, my friend, this is what I have for you. Until next time, I wish you well. Bye!